Sure. On our end. All right. Can you hear our background music? I don't know. I think that's okay. Let's see. Good morning, everyone.
I can't find my other taco sack. No!
Oh, no.
How do you even live without the
Hang
other
on.
taco sock?
Rogi's got...
Okay, are you guys ready for this? Taco slippers!
I've got my green on. I like to party, and by party, I mean teach math.
I got a green hoodie, a green headband, green socks, and taco slippers.
And we have a large taco.
Pinata.
We've got our shamrock. And, of course, a nice, fun pinata. Yeah. All right, so we just need to know a few things.
What about the dogs, though? We'll bring those out later.
Oh, yeah. My dogs will join us in a few.
We're at Mrs. Adamson's house today.
Oh.
Yeah. There we go.
I almost forgot.
Happy Taco Tuesday!
So, we just need to know if the quality is okay. Like, can you see the board?
Aaron said he can actually read the screen today.
Awesome. Can you hear us okay? And can you hear our nice, fun, festive music in the background?
Tatiana has a sombrero, too.
You better send pics.
Yeah, we need pictures. We will be showing them throughout today. The audio is good, Kaden says. Thank you,
Okay.
Kaden.
I feel like we need to angle it more. Let's go
Hey.
that way a little. I just don't know if the board would be much of it at an angle.
Brandon, don't you dare go back to sleep.
Dude, seriously?
You're going to miss. You're
You
going to
better
miss
stay
out.
awake. I mean, it's not like you can go to a movie or anything. I mean, you know, can't go to movies right now. So you're just stuck at home watching us.
Ashlyn already sent pictures to us for
Oh,
today.
nice. All right, so we're going to get started.
Let's get this party started. Do you like our E is for extra? Welcome to E-Learning with Roxon. Because we are extra. All right.
Good song.
You like it like that, guys?
All right, there's a big glare.
Yeah.
I don't know how to fix the glare.
Well, I can kind of like zoom around it, maybe.
Okay.
We'll just kind of scroll as we go here.
All right.
All right, so I'll go ahead and read through this. We're on the project post prom, and the calendar is linked there, and we will continue to update it as we find out information. Nothing's changed from yesterday, if you guys saw that yesterday. Our objectives today are to collaborate with peers, to create group norms, because some people are still not in their groups, explain brainstorming ideas to group members, analyze and assess group members' designs in order to select a final group design, sketch the design in isometric and or multi-view, and we'll explain kind of like what that means, and then calculate the area of sectors and concentric circles. The very first thing is to take a survey about yesterday's e-learning experience. I know I looked at it earlier, there's like 7 of you that did it, so we appreciate your feedback. A lot of you said you couldn't read the screen, the camera needed to be closer. We're in a different setting today, a little bit smaller quarters, so we are closer on that one. A lot of you said that you enjoyed us making it kind of entertaining and fun, and so we're hoping to continue that every day and just be ridiculous.
We will need your help with that, though.
Yes. So any day that you think of something else like, oh, I really liked how they did this today, you guys can always go back and take this survey. Or if you wonder, if you have an I wonder to make something better for you, then you can also take it again. So you guys can continue to do that. as you have highlights and line wonders. All right, number 2, you're obviously on here right now. And some of you are going to watch it later. But here's the thing. Somebody said that we need better video quality. We did find out that the more that we move, the more that your screen will freeze.
Yes.
So we're going to try to stay kind of still, but that's not really our style.
That's hard for us.
So we're going to try to stay a little bit still today. But we also found out that because I wanted to like do it from a phone or something, there's a little bit better camera on a phone. But we have to have 1,000 subscribers to be able to broadcast from our phone. 1,000, and we are currently at 56. So subscribe.
A little bit of a difference there. So we just need more people to subscribe. So even if they don't want to watch us, like just send us out there so they'll subscribe so we can get better quality. That's what we're looking for. Better quality for you guys.
Carlos Colon, did you subscribe? Brandon goes, we can watch this later. Yeah, these are available to you later, but you want to be live so that you can do the work in class, like as soon as this is done when we have our office hours. Don't wait.
Yes.
Like that's not a thing. But yeah, so you should subscribe. Get your friends to subscribe. Get your parents to subscribe. Get your grandma to subscribe. I did send this link to my grandma today. Hi, Grandma. She's been quarantined, so I figured I would send that out there to her. So
and Brandon, don't act like you would go back and watch this later. You already know if you don't do it now, you're not going to do it. So you might as well just stick this out.
Sierra's sister is joining us today. Hi, Sierra's sister.
Hi.
We're making pancakes. Okay. Good, Brandon. He's staying. Marla, is he back in with us today? Tell the algebra class to subscribe. Don't worry, we will too.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So, the puzzle project engineering notebook. So that's the last project.
Yes.
And what happened was the circumstances. That was going to lock.
This happened.
this right here. That was going to lock on Friday, but we were not in school on Friday to be able to remind you. And I've been sending messages out to people who have still not submitted. We have a lot of people that still haven't submitted. That's a 0 on your project grade. So please do it now. Like go submit that right now. It will lock today at 3:50. If there is a reason it's not working, please message us and tell us. The best way to submit it is to save the file to your iPad and then upload through Safari or Chrome on Canvas. That's the way that it seems to work like all the time. So there's that. Okay, moving on. Are you watching the comments?
Yes, I'm telling them to stop the side conversation.
Okay. We are going to talk about the knows and need to knows that we can answer. So there was some of them that we can answer right away. And I think we answered some of them yesterday, but we'll go ahead and go through that list. That's also linked on the project page so you guys can get to it. And then we're going to finish our pre-area workshop with a Q&A over the Math Excel homework assignment. And then we're going to do an exit slip that's on Math Excel. And then we're going to get into the area of sectors and concentric circles with notes and practice, an IXL, and then an exit quizzes. And then after that, we'll be done. We'll get off of here, out of your hair. You can go back to not watching us and being disappointed and depressed.
Today is going to be a very math-heavy day. Working towards being able to do the probability of your actual designs. So you need to stay tuned because the probability everyone has to figure. So
when we are done, then you guys should work with your groups, those of you that are grouped, and we will have some new groups coming up here. There's been some people that are getting approved. It's just kind of a slow trickling in process. So like we're forming the groups as we can. Some of you still haven't submitted, and I just sent a message to all of you that said we're calling your parents today, we're calling your house today, and it's going to be a lot of phone calls for us. By the way.
Yes,
a lot of
it's fine.
So get something submitted, and then we won't call. But some of you need to go in, if you're on the app, click submission and rubric, and then swipe up from the bottom, and there's the rubric. Read the rubric itself, and then I'm leaving comments within the rubric for things that you need to fix. So some of you.
I think you're getting them before I am. Yeah. Keep going.
Okay. I don't know, some of you just have little things, and then you're almost there. All right, so if you have not yet submitted, you need to do that, or if you need to fix it and then resubmit. And the on-track progress stuff is down below, kind of out of the way. And I tried to keep it in the same order as what the Gantt chart progress chart is, so you guys can see the numbers aligning. That was feedback from the last project that you guys wanted. So is that. All right, assessments today, exit slip in your group's design. The homework, if you still don't have research and brainstorming done, get it done. And then any group work that you have, and we do have the links there for the group contract and the group's final brainstorming design. So if you did not submit that, it is there. And we will be live the same time tomorrow, 10 a.m. We'll see you then. We are taking suggestions for the theme. Yep. We were thinking maybe like red, white, and blue Americana, but give us feedback. And we'll take that, and
let us know what do you think the theme should be tomorrow.
Yeah,
like so, we were thinking America.
Yeah, but if you don't like that theme,
hang on, America. I mean, we're in Mooresville. Let's get real.
If you don't like that theme, then tell us what you want. And then if anyone in the group is not completing tasks that are assigned or is not collaborating, let us know. I mean,
they seem to, they seem to, there was one that said that they were good with that. So, I mean, if no one else responds, then, I mean, that's just what it's going to be.
I mean, we'll be here for a little while this morning, so feel free. We have had a couple people message us about their group members not collaborating. And we're trying to like call home or reach out to them. So like we are doing things to try to help you. If you have a group member that is not collaborating, then let us know. And then don't forget to research for the reverse engineering project or brainstorm, for the reverse engineering project and talk to me about it. And then the bottom here is the tracking project progress. So the very first thing was to fill out and submit the group contract. And then to make the decision matrix and share out the designs, and then select the final design and make the final brainstorming sketch and submit it to the final group design. That was all stuff that was yesterday. Today, we're looking for either starting the multi-view sketch or the isometric sketch. So it really depends on your design. If your design is like tilted at an angle, you should probably start with isometric, because the like front view on the multi-view won't be a flat rectangle because it's tilted on the isometric. So it's easier to start that way. If it's a very flat board, like something like this, and then you're building the stand on the outside, on the back side of it, then multi-view is probably the better way to start. So your group needs to decide which one do you start with. So you're either starting with the multi-view sketch or the materials list, or you're starting with the isometric sketch or beginning to come up with the designs for the actual build. So that's why those are kind of like in there. And I kept, like I said, I kept the numbers the same as what they are on your progress chart, your Gantt chart. So.
I know, side conversations. I'm trying to stop them, but they just keep going on. How are you guys typing this stuff and reading this stuff if you're listening to this lady give you all this wonderful information?
Lady. All right. So we are starting with our knows and our need to knows that we can address.
Yep.
Which are on the project page.
Oh, hi. That's my daughter. Hang on. Yes, Sunny. I don't know, but I'm on YouTube Live right now.
Did she subscribe?
Well, I know we need eggs. I know that I need my ice drinks. What else should I get, guys, from the grocery store? I'm sending Sunny out.
No side conversations, is what Jacob said.
Everyone's saying no side conversation. See, you just got me in trouble.
A bag of marbles.
Okay.
Ms. Adamson is abandoning her family for the whole week for a sleepover with Mr. Ruggie. We're at Adamson's house.
Yeah. What the heck?
I had to come to Mooresville. Toilet paper, Cadbury cream,
Toilet
eggs,
paper.
milk, Toilet paper. Noah says negative dojo.
We're good on the toilet paper, guys. Come on. I'm a prepper. You should know this.
Get the new Pop-Tart cereal frosted strawberry flavor. Okay. All right. Coming back to this guy. We'll stop the side conversation now. All right. Knows and need to knows, and you highlighted in gray the ones that we can address, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I need to know the materials we are allowed to use.
I need to stand, so made freeze for a second. Because I need to be able to stand to see what we're talking about. Okay. I know I'm not on there, but.
All right. So the materials that we are allowed to use. So anything that's gray on there. Yeah, the thing, and I'll highlight it in blue here. So the ones that are gray, if you guys click on this, if you can like dual screen and click on it and see it, you can do, unless you can see it here, just fine. But I need to know the materials we are allowed to use. So we are going to create a materials list of approved materials. So for right now, list out the materials that you believe that you'll need for your design. And this is the actual game, not your scale model, the actual big game. List out the ones that you think that you need, and then we will provide that list. Similar to Homecoming Float, we gave an approved materials list. So we will give that to you, and then anything that's not on the list, you guys would just have to ask to be approved for them. Yes.
The next one, it says, I need to know if there's a budget. There's not a budget per se, like the post-prom committee didn't say, well, we only have this much money to spend on it, but like, I could tell you, like, it needs to be cheaper than what it was going to be if we did it, like, if we rented the stuff. So I can get those prices for you guys so you know, like, I need to stay under this. But it was, like, a ridiculous amount. Like, there's no way that you making it, unless you're making it out of gold, that it was going to be that much. So I wouldn't necessarily worry about a budget.
And then the next one is highlighted in orange. It says, I need to know how to do a detailed daily entry. And we talked about that yesterday. If you tuned in with us, if you didn't, you can go back and watch it. Just subscribe to Mrs. Adamson's YouTube channel.
That's right.
And then you can always watch it. So the detailed daily entry, again, is within your Gantt chart, that progress chart. You will write down what you've done each day. Oh my gosh, somebody's reading. So you'll write down what you did each day, and then in your entry notebook, you would have the pictures of things, and you would just screenshot that daily entry and put it in there. So make sure you have the date and all of that. No, you don't need to do the research for those prices unless you're requesting like certain materials that are not up on the approved list. So no research on that. So that's good. That's less work for you, right? All right. I need to know the budget. We just talked about that. The client's criteria and constraints, that one, it needs to be elaborated on. Like, I know there's some people that were wondering about like the size of it, and we said it can't be too big, but like can't be too small either. So there was no set size. So if you need to know a better idea of size and you want to know that, then we can always ask the post-prom committee. If there's something else that's more specific, we can ask the post-prom committee. But most of the criteria and constraints were given to you in the entry doc or the video or the rubric, like they were given in the music in the 20s, you should do that in your research. The style of the 20s, the slang of the 20s, the culture of the 20s, all of that is things that you guys should research.
We love that you were thinking through that and that actually ended up on your need to knows, because it should be a need to know. Like, I need to know the style and all that good stuff so that you're incorporating that theme. So those were good need to knows. It's just that gets done within your research. So that's why it's marked out. You should have goggles, protective gear for your face, all that good stuff. So we're not going to be doing that, even though you wouldn't be shooting at each other. Putting an airsoft gun in a teenage boy's hand and saying, don't shoot someone else, is a little bit asking the impossible. So
the dimensions of the door that we have to put it through. So we will build it in our lab off of the classroom with computers, and that has a garage door. So that's pretty wide. Mm-hmm. And then to get it into the pavilion, they have double doors so they can fit larger things through it. So it's at least 6 feet wide. So under 6 feet,
yeah,
is really what you want to be. Right, Brandon. He said I actually wouldn't shoot anyone with an airsoft gun.
Oh, okay.
I feel like we would be the targets. We talked about the Gantt chart yesterday. That's that progress chart. It's in your guys' group folders. If you have further questions, go see yesterday's progress. The limit dimensions for the booths. We will talk to the committee about that. How big the targets have to be.
I guess my concern is you have to make sure that you're meeting a certain probability with each point value. So you've got the point value from, I think it was less likely, but the 1 through 5 is more likely. So the more likely you're going to have more space, the less likely you're going to have less space. So they're going to be smaller for the more likely in the, I just said that backwards. You're going to need, so for it to be more likely, you're going to need more space. So they're going to be bigger targets. So it's just really what your point value is going to be on those items, whatever the targets may be. So that one's kind of hard to answer as far as like the size. I don't know.
Part of the target size will have to do with the size of the overall game.
Yes.
So we want that to take up quite a bit of the game, but we'll talk more dimension-wise and area and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Today is what we're kind of getting into.
Yeah.
So you'll see some connection with it today. Need to know how many tries, shots, throws they get at the different games. That's really dependent on your game.
Yeah. The axe throwing, I think there's actual like rules for that. I think that needs to be some research that you do. The shooting one, again, I think it would depend upon your game itself and how much space you have for winning. We'll just throw that out there. We'll address that more when we are doing the area probability workshop.
Jacob asked, the higher the point value, the bigger the target.
No, the higher the point value, that would be, you want it to be less likely to win it.
So think of like an actual like bullet. Like
the bullseye is like the middle.
Bullseye is the most points, and that's the smallest section to hit.
Yeah.
So minimum and maximum height, we'll again talk to the postcom committee. Can we only use Nerf guns?
Yeah.
I mean, if you guys can find something else that would be safe.
It needs to be the styrofoam material, though. So, I mean, like a knockoff brand Nerf gun would be okay, but it needs to be the soft material that you're shooting. Wood, I don't know, PVC, panelings. It just really depends on what you guys are choosing as your design. I need to know what materials will not be instructor approved.
Gold. I can't afford gold.
Right. Diamonds and gold. Pearls.
Metals are hard because they're heavy and they're expensive. So let's try to stay away from that stuff. Think more cost-effective materials like the wood and the PVC.
I would also go with, because there's been a lot of people that have had like the speakeasy type theme going with theirs, and the speakeasy was the illegal like drinking parties that they would have. We're going to steer away from that. We are not advocating drinking in any sort of way. So if there's like wine bottles that you're wanting in your theme, like that needs to go away. You can replace them with like, I think we were talking about like root beer bottles, because root beer came out during that time. Well, was out during that time. You have to think about it being for kids, because yes, even though they're juniors and seniors, they're still kids, not adults. Some are 18, but not of drinking age. So we're not advocating that whatsoever.
No wine glasses.
Yeah, so those things would not be approved. And then like
no alcohol at a school prom.
Yeah. Right. No guns other than like Nerf gun type things.
Now there was like bow and arrows with suction cups.
Oh, okay.
That was a question, so
Okay.
that would probably work.
Yeah.
Nerf bullets with the sticky ends. Yep, that would work.
Yeah.
Not mahogany wood. That's expensive. Yeah, those I think were the. Okay. If you guys have other needs knows that come up, you can always send us a message, and we can add it to this list and address it. We don't have our little pieces of paper for you to stick it up on the door, but you do have access to Canvas, so you can send us a message.
Yeah, add it to the list on this, and
Are
then
you able to edit?
oh, I don't know.
Are you guys able to edit this?
Can someone try to edit real quick?
Cigarette holder without a cigarette in it. It's a silhouette type thing.
It's just like a little box thing.
I don't know. Like a little box.
I know what you're talking about, like the little box that kind of like pulls out. Yeah, I think that would be okay.
Is that what you're talking about, Ashlyn?
I would steer away from having like a silhouette of a cigarette, like in someone's hand or even at all, but the box itself is just a box.
Corella DeVille. Like the little thing that she has with the cigarette at the end. Probably not that.
Not the thing with the cigarette at the end, no.
But she said not the cigarette in it, just the holder.
Oh, no.
But still, that's still promoting like
Yeah.
smoking and stuff. We don't want to do
Because
that.
it'll look like a cigarette.
Yeah.
I don't see anyone editing. So in order to add need to knows, I would send us a message and then we'll add it on.
There's some people in here.
Yeah.
No, they cannot edit. Thank you, Terrell.
Over the Math Excel.
I'm in the middle of grading. Sorry.
So the Math Excel, the pre-area workshop that you guys did where you were finding like the area of the shaded region of different shapes. So if you guys have questions on that, ask right now. The way that I would tell you to ask is to maybe send Rogie a message in Canvas with, and then find the problem.
Let's check out Ashley. She has 2 pictures for today. Oh boy.
So while you guys are logging into Math Excel and finding those ones you had problems with, which I know.
My goodness.
No,
that's not flopping at all. Wait, there's one more.
So I still count. Okay. Her hair is killing me. Did you leave it like that? Like, is it still like that? I love that she's got green like background too.
Yeah, there's like green lights and everything, like all out. He said,
oh, and he said he was going to be wearing red today because apparently the Polish wear red.
Let's see it.
Yeah.
Hopefully your room is clean.
No doubt. Don't take a picture if it's not clean. We don't want to see that mess.
Just dyed her hair red. But we just said, if you like, maybe you're
Are
just
you
from
Polish?
That Polish background. I'm part Polish. My mom's maiden name is Shabowski. So, yeah. All right, let's see what we got here. Miss Danny. Oh, we got 2 pictures from Danny.
Oh, no.
What we got, Danny? Oh my gosh. Amazing! She has a mustache.
Love it. Check it out.
I'm gonna have to put these on Instagram.
And is that a taco or is that like what is
it a
that?
quesadilla?
Is it like a that's what it looks like. Quesadilla.
Oh, and she's silently correcting your grammar. I like that. That's good. All right.
Oh, I love that. Is that a shirt? Is that like a dress shirt? Or no, that's a grass skirt, I think. Okay. I love the plaid shirt.
We'll just play the game in class whenever we come back.
They'll just be review games. I don't know.
Everyone FaceTime for prom. Yes.
Oh my Lord.
Didn't go over where last week.
Has anyone sent out
No
questions?
Nobody has questions.
So if we don't have any questions, then you guys are going to do the quizzes. Should we do a live version of the quizzes so that you guys can compete?
Naya says it's lagging really bad. I probably have to keep swiping the screen different ways.
Yeah.
So that's it. You'll have to log in.
Yeah. Do you guys want to do live, or would you rather just do a live competition of quizzes so we can see who wins? Who gets the candy? Oh, wait.
Riley would like to do it live. So Riley wins.
Virtual candy? I'm not really sure how we do that. But
yeah, we got to figure that one out. If you guys have an idea for prizes virtual, maybe it's just dojo points.
Okay.
Like, can't you just take YouTube and put it in the corner while you do something else? Somebody claims that the first picture of Danny was just them.
Why is it this? There we go. I know how to spell my name.
I wish we had a freeze so all of these like sit there and see it. So it would help.
Is it lagging still?
Yeah.
I mean, no.
Yeah.
Ha! I gotta teach you this one before we do a quizzes. So
It's math Excel.
It's math.
We need that link. You have to have the free YouTube to go share the apps on YouTube. So they're struggling to be able to multitask on YouTube and do math.
Okay.
Excel.
Well, that's fine. We'll give you guys, I think it's 4 or 5 questions. So we'll give you guys like 12 minutes and then just check back in. So
We'll just stay live here.
yeah, we'll stay live. We'll just hang out. We'll do our work. You'll do your work. In 12 minutes, we'll come back. So we'll set a timer just like we would in class.
If you guys get done early, go ahead. But if you guys get done early, 33, then send us a message on the live chat, and then we can kind of move on faster.
Yeah, and go ahead and get the notes and stuff pulled out for the area sectors and concentric circles. All right, go do your exit quiz on
What's
Math
the
Excel.
password?
Oh, that's a good question. Let's see, what would I have made it?
And I'm gonna pause this.
Yeah, pause the timer.
Stop. Something lame.
Probably.
Right now, Erin, we are getting ready to go to Math Excel to take the exit. And we're waiting on Miss Adamson to give us the password to get into it. And we're going to give you 11 and a half minutes. I can reset it. We'll give you 12 minutes to do the 4 or 5 questions that there are. We will stay live, so when you're done, you can come back to us and you will shut up, Garrett.
What is he saying?
Hurry up.
Hey,
You
don't
have
put more pressure on
all
me.
day.
Right, it's not like you can go anywhere, do anything.
Alec, you're late.
Is that a tardy dojo?
It's tardy dojo. Erin, since you, or
Okay.
Erin, Alex, since you were late, to go subscribe to Mrs. Adamson's channel, please. We still only have 56.
No, fun with area.
Oh, Alex subscribed yesterday. Good job. Positive Dojo.
Fun with area.
All right, access code. Fun with area.
All one word, all lowercase.
All right, and I'm resetting the timer. You guys have 12 minutes, and then.
What? Is he? Where's his red though?
I don't know.
Come on, Thomas.
But it's okay. I'll airdrop this. Airdrop it to my iPhone.
Did you?
Back to that later.
Oh, look, Jacob typed it in on the comments.
Positive Dojo.
Isn't he nice? I can't do anything. Mine is over there. Recording.
Your what? Your laptop?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do have my phone. I guess I could do work on my phone. It just looks like I'm just hanging out.
So
Just gonna hang out, browse Facebook, see what new memes are out today.
Teachers. Thank you, Jacob.
Doing, and the family's coming over. The boys.
Make sure you guys all sit far apart from each other.
6 feet away.
Yep. We need some good talk. Like, what should we talk about?
I don't know. Let's think.
We're gonna redo our floors. In those bedrooms. We got flooring yesterday. Yep.
Nice. Should I call Sunny back with a list of things that we want? Like, I could do that while we're reading.
Brandon said Ms. Adamson. What's up, Brandon?
What's up? Yes.
Guess what? Chicken butt.
What?
Type faster, man.
Oh, jeez.
Isn't that what you guys are good at?
The one thing.
Oh, 37 people. Wait, what are we doing? My Wi-Fi cut out for like 15 minutes. We are taking an exit on Math Excel right now, and your access code is fun with area. And
Brandon, did you do the exit Math Excel?
we are coming back to continue talking in 8 minutes and 41 seconds.
And Danny, what hurt you?
The exit?
Was it not good? Did you not do well? I mean, we didn't have questions. No one asked me questions. Games won't load.
No comment. No, Brandon. Brandon, pay attention. Stop falling asleep in class. Take your hood down.
Pick your head up. Hood down. Come on.
Shoot it at the Nerf guns. Shoot them.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, it's not the only thing you're good at. You guys are good at other things. Sleeping in class. Hiding your phones.
Brandon, you're still laying in bed. Gosh, lazy. Get up. Start your day.
Is it nice doing class in bed? Like, how does that feel for you? Is that good?
Jacob, do you have a question? Is that what that is? I'm raising my hand. I have a question.
Yeah, he's not good at it. Aaron's really not good at hiding his phone. He's like probably the worst. I catch him all the time.
Yeah, I know, Brandon. It was over anyways. You guys lost.
Oh, that's weird. So Alex said, here's not good at hiding his phone. And he really meant Aaron. And I said Aaron. I totally knew where you're going with that. Oh, Jacob's also in bed. Is it nice? Like, are you guys enjoying this sleepy time?
Sleepy
E-learning in bed with Rogeson? Maybe that's what we need to call it, not E's for extra. Lexi says yes. How many of you guys are in bed right now watching this? That's what I'm saying. Oh, don't fall asleep on us. Sit up.
Did you do the exit? Come on, guys.
Gunner is not
I
in bed.
need to get on my Math Excel and see who all is doing this. That's what's gonna happen right now. That's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna be tracking y'all so I can call y'all out.
Hi, Wayne. I haven't seen you talk yet.
Great book.
Beds for the lab. Ooh. French toast.
Just happened.
Try doing Canvas through Safari or Chrome. Can you get it to load that way, Julian?
Yeah, maybe the app is just not liking you right now.
While you're waiting on these almost 6 minutes, don't forget to subscribe to Miss Status. We need to get to 1,000.
Let's check the grade book here.
I got it in my ear. Works on Safari. Good. Problem solved. Don't get stuck. There's so many ways to get from A to B.
What? Only one person from regular 1-2 has even attempted this exit.
We'll get going, Brandon. Come on, you got 5 minutes.
Oh, that just went back.
Are you on Math Excel, Brandon?
Let's see from the 4-5 regular. Oops. There's only been one person from regular 4-5 that has attempted it. Now let's check the honors.
What is this officially called?
Exit slip, pre-area.
Exit slip.
Pre-area probability workshop. No one from one, so there's only been one person from 1-2 that has attempted this completely. So if you're in 1-2, why are you not doing this exit? Do it. We're giving you this time to do it. He was the only one that did it.
Good job, Josh.
What was his message?
I don't know. I have to.
I say because. So it may be like help on it or something.
Took some time to come out of my. Oh, he sent us a picture. This is too hard. Ashlyn is doing it. Alec is doing it. I don't know who you are. Synovial Tech. They're doing it, but the exit, or no, doing the exit, but they said that they're slow.
Okay. So they are in the process.
Oh, please be a turtle.
There's 1-2 people in honors 4-5 that have finished it. Oh my gosh.
Thank you, Josh. He said it took some time to come out of my shell. But... oh my gosh. Oh, James Ruffett. Hi. Okay.
Nice.
Funny.
So, James, if you're just tuning in, then we are currently doing the exit.
He is doing it.
Oh, okay.
He said he's doing it, but it's just taking him some
Oh,
time.
okay. I didn't see that one.
I'm in the quiz, but I gotta flip bread. Oh my gosh. Multitasking. Making French toast.
Are you seriously making
Carlos needs help.
French toast?
Yeah.
What do you need help with, Carlos? Do you want to maybe FaceTime me and I can work through something with you? Or send me a picture of it?
If you send it to my Canvas messages, mine,
Yeah.
we can play it up here. 2 through 5. Send us a picture of at least one of those.
Not from the exit, though. Go back to the homework. Because those are exactly like the homework So find the one that's in the homework like that.
Chandler is finished. Thank you, Chandler.
Actually, you can do it from the exit, I guess, because they give you different problems every time.
No, I had no idea how to do the exit. Did you not do the homework? Like we were taking questions.
So this was last Thursday. You guys watched a video that I made.
Miss Adamson was not there in class.
Right. You guys were supposed to watch the video that I made where I explained how to work through all the different types of problems. And then you were supposed to try it on your own in Math Excel. And then I just had some question time for you guys to ask me questions, and no one asked questions. So it almost sounds like we're going to have to move on, but it sounds like there's going to be a lot of people that are going to need to reach out to me during the office hours after this and get some help.
Oh my gosh, that's so loud. I'm very Matrix-like. 3 more minutes. Alec is on question 4.
Okay. You got 3 minutes. And then we are moving on. Yeah, I bet that was loud.
Yeah, my ears too. Sorry. I was trying to watch it and then I got distracted.
I wonder how.
Carlos sent me a message.
Yeah, it's probably the.
Ashlyn just went deaf. Well, you could turn on closed captioning.
And read everything we say.
This is the exit slip. We said don't do the exit slip.
It's fine. They'll give them different problems. So every time you go in to take it, they'll give you regenerate a different problem. Oh, I was like, that's cute. Sideways. Awesome. All right. I need to grab a couple markers.
You want it over there where you can.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm going to move my chair. I need to do that anyways for the next part. Okay. So.
Kind of blurry and fuzzy right now because of our movement.
I'm gonna move one more time, kind of over here. This is why we need subscribers. We could get better quality. All right, so this one, Carlos, I said in order to figure out the area of the shaded region, you're gonna do the area of this whole big shape, which would be like the area of a rectangle. And then you're going to subtract out the area of that triangle. And then that would give you the area of the whole shape, right? So the area of the rectangle, you're going to do 19 times, oh, just kidding. It's 23, it's a square. 23 times 23. So that times that. And then you're going to subtract out the area of the triangle, which is base times height. And base and height are always at a 90-degree angle, which means that this thing right here, they've got, that is your height. So that's 19. So we're going to do 19 times your base, 23, and divide it by 2.
Yep, that's what I was afraid of.
Oh, that's fine.
I just wanted to stop it before it blew eardrums.
So at this point, it's just doing the calculations, 23 times 23, and then do this one, 19 times 23 divided by 2, and subtract it from that one. Do you have a question, like, on how to do it, or, like, did that make sense to you? Carlos can't see.
That was a while ago.
Oh, okay.
Hello? I got a 90%. Good job, winner. You should strive for 100. Carlos said, yeah, it makes sense.
Okay. We do need to move on, guys. So if you're still struggling with those, I highly recommend you go back to last Thursday's agenda and pull up the video, watch the video again, follow along with it like you were supposed to. Try to continue working on the math excels. If you're spending, gosh, I would say if you spend more than 40 minutes on it, then you're spending too much time on it. That whole thing. Yeah, like Aaron said, he spent like, what did he say, 4 hours? Like, that's way too long. Like, reach out to me and be like, I'm struggling with this one. And I can break it down kind of like this, where
Aaron asked if you could do
makes it simpler.
One where it's like the half circle and a half circle. You know what he's talking about?
Yeah, I know what he's talking about.
I don't know. Did maybe Carlos have a picture of that one?
Maybe.
Let's see. No, that's the same thing.
Can you send a picture of one? I mean, I could make one real quick, but I don't know. Do I want to do it over Josh's face? Like,
is it?
No, that one's not it. That one, you find the area of the trapezoid, you find the area of the circle, and you subtract the area of the circle from the area of the trapezoid. So that's that one.
Oh, here's Mr. Manicki. We have to get his taco on in a green jacket. I thought it was gonna wear red though.
I know, I thought so too. Apparently he decided to come over to our side of things.
He's American, so. All right, so can we just work maybe on this?
Yeah, I can just work on that. So it was a half circle like this with one like that, right? And then they gave you, I don't know if they gave you the diameter or if they gave you just the radius. I can't remember. Let's just say they gave you the diameter. Let's do 5 inches. And then, did they give you the outside part? If someone can answer that.
Aaron.
I don't know. Did they give you
diameter? Ashlyn says diameter.
They did give you diameter of the small one here.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the other diameter probably.
Diameter of both.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Let's do 9. Okay. So let's say those are your dimensions. And then I think like the shaded was this outside one, right? Okay, so you're going to do the area of the larger.
Yes, it was the outside shaded.
And I'm going to say large semicircle. And that's going to be pi times radius squared divided by 2. So pi times radius squared is the area of a circle. And then it's a semicircle, so you're dividing it by 2. Then you're going to take that and you're going to subtract. I don't know how to spell subtract. It's okay. Subtract the area of the small semicircle, which is going to be, again, the pi times radius squared divided by 2. So you're taking this part away from that big one. So I'm subtracting it out of it.
Does that make sense? Does she need to work all the way through it?
I mean, I'll set it up. So I would do pi times the radius of the big one. The radius of the big one is going to be half of this 9. So that's going to be 4.5 squared divided by 2. and then I would subtract pi times the radius of your smaller, which is going to be 2.5 squared divided by 2.
If they say leave in terms of pi, then you need to leave the pi as the pi symbol.
Yeah.
Don't turn it into 3.14.
You treat the pi like it is an x or a y, like some sort of variable. You just treat it like that. So you combine pi numbers together. What is 4.5 squared?
Sorry, I'm answering.
It's okay. So if we were to work it out, it's 20.25. Yeah. So this is 20.25. 2.5 squared is 6.25. And then I would divide both of those by 2. I chose ugly numbers.
No, it depends. I like your question. If you're using a calculator, will you get the right answer? If you're using the pi button or just 3.14, it just depends on how they're asking for the answer to be written.
Yeah.
If they're answering in terms of pi, then you don't want to use that. If they want you to round it, then use the pi button. Don't just use 3.14. Unless it says
to use 3.14 as pi. Like sometimes they tell you to do that. Sometimes they tell you to round to the nearest whatever, and they don't say to use 3.14 as pi. So you would just use the pi function. Other times they'll say put it in the exact form in terms of pi, which is what I'm doing right now. So what I did was I did 4.5 squared, and then I took that and divided by 2, which is ugly, but it's doable. So 10.125 pi, because that's all times pi. And then minus, now I've got to do the 6.25, so that would be 3.125, I believe.
Yeah.
3.125 pies. So basically what you're doing is you're treating the pies like they're variables. So you're going to combine them together because you have this many pies and you're subtracting that many pies. So you're going to combine just the numbers together, and then that's how many pies you'll have. So I would do 10.125 minus 3.125, and that gives you 7 and pies. So you have 7 pies. And that would be your answer.
Dylan, you said the board is really blurry to see. It's because we have to move. Every time that we move a lot, it's going to get blurry because the camera's trying to find something to focus on. You can go back and watch it later.
Yeah.
If it will be clearer after it buffers and everything. So you can always go back and watch this later. All right. Aaron said thanks, so I think we're good to go.
Okay. So we're going to move on to the next workshop. So that's for the last one, which we'll use something kind of similar for the concentric circles part of it. But I need you to go to the area of sectors and concentric circles workshop page.
It's on the agenda.
I'm trying to not move a lot real fast. Huh? Nice. So do I just do these as like an explain everything? Like, what do I do?
Can we ask the crowd?
Yeah, we can ask them.
Okay, so it's already 11 o'clock, which we really wanted to give you guys time to just work on your project, ask questions of us from 11 to noon, all of that. So we have 2 options. We can either do an explain everything, so you guys go back,
notes.
You watch the notes, and you fill them in with the explain everything on time.
That would be like your homework for tonight.
So it would show up a little bit later, and then you can do the IXL practice, right?
Well, we could pick that up tomorrow.
Okay, so we would pick up the practice stuff tomorrow and do the exit quizzes tomorrow. Or we can get through the notes today. So the vote is in your hands. Would you rather watch the video notes later, choose this time to work, or we just want to get through the notes right now?
And they explain everything is what I would use, which is like where it's my screen and me talking through it.
Ashlyn said they have to leave the live for a minute so they can get the notes. They can't watch live and do notes.
That's a problem. They'll have to do the explain everything then.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that settles it because you guys can't take notes while you're watching the live on the same device. So I will do the explain everything. I'll do that like as soon as we get off of here. I'll have her like respond to any questions you guys have for the time being.
So if you guys need questions answered, you can send us both a message and I'll try to be the one to respond to it. So make sure I'm definitely on it. I know some of you guys will only message one of us. You can FaceTime me. Again, my FaceTime was sent out to you. So there's that.
Do you want to go back to the agenda so we can look at what they should be working on then until I can get the video loaded? So during your work time, you should be working with your group. If you're grouped, you should be working with your group, and you should make sure that you have the group contract filled out and submitted. You should make sure your decision matrix is filled out, and then it's put into each one of your engineering notebooks, and then you have individually shared out and scored. You've picked a final design, and that final design is submitted. And then you're moving on today to starting your multi-view sketches or your isometric sketches, either one.
If you start with isometric,
then the multi-view people will be doing a materials list for the actual build. So they'll start thinking of what materials list for actual build.
Dimensions. Multi-view people are doing dimensions on the group contract.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was side by side here, so I was assuming. Oh, got you.
Yeah.
Because if you're doing the multi-view, then you're doing materials list. If you're doing isometric, you're doing the dimensions.
Yes. Yeah. So if you are a multi-view person and you can't start multi-view because you're waiting on isometric people, then you are working on your dimensions. Like, what's the big size of this going to be? And obviously, we're not going to do all of the small little details yet, but you can start thinking big picture. Yes, only one person has to submit the final design.
Yeah.
But make sure the other group members need to look to see if it was submitted. Everything that's group submission, go click on it and make sure it's something that was actually submitted.
And it should be that group or the teacher lead person that should be submitting the group stuff.
Ashlyn, I already talked to you about your group member, and we're going to give a phone call. If I don't hear back from that person, I've not heard back from that person, so we will give a phone call. That's kind of what we've been doing. If we can't see something, or if you guys can't get a hold of somebody, then we will call them.
All right, so you guys are doing this, working with your group, and then I'm going to make the video, and then I'll load the video up on the workshop page and take notes and watch the video, and then we will do the IXL practice and the exit quizzes in class tomorrow.
If you need advice as to should I start on multi-view or isometric, you're not sure which one would be easier to start with, you can always send me a message and ask me, or FaceTime me real quick and ask me which one. Sketching paper is on the project page. Right. Any other questions, guys, before we
sign off?
Log off on here? Did we decide America? America!
I think it is. I think it's America tomorrow.
Nobody suggested anything else.
Yep. So. All right. So tomorrow's America Day. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.